So, most of you, if you follow me, you likely know who Jess Piper of Missouri is. And she posted something on her Instagram that I want to share. So, she reached out to her congressman who voted for the SAVE Act. And this was her conversation. What documents will I need to vote if this passes? Staffer, a driver's license and birth certificate. Me, the documents don't match. Staffer, then a marriage certificate. Me, will my husband need the marriage certificate too? Staffer, no. Me, see the problem? But let's talk beyond that. The actual piece of legislation makes no mention of a marriage certificate. This is the SAVE Act. It is 26 pages long. It is a fairly easy read. Feel free to go peruse it yourself. There is no mention of a marriage certificate here. If you have a not matching birth certificate and government issued ID, okay? No mention of a marriage certificate. So Jess Piper is pointing to literal discrimination in the fact that me as a married woman who took my husband's last name would be required to provide a third piece of documentation in order to acquire my access to vote in federal elections. That is discriminatory, and it's something that my husband does not have to do. The problem, though, is the staffer is making claims that that is acceptable documentation, and yet it's not listed in the bill. Democrats are not fear mongering. It is not listed in the bill. Go read it. Nowhere does it say, as a married woman with a differing last name of my birth certificate, can I present a marriage certificate and get my voting record on board. It doesn't say that. So the staffer, by definition, is lying. And Carolyn Levitt is sitting up there as the press secretary going, I wouldn't support this if I couldn't vote. Ma'am, you have a passport. Millions of Americans, 52% in fact, do not possess a passport. So if you are married and you've taken your husband's last name and you do not have a passport, which costs upwards of $130 plus, you cannot garner access to vote in federal elections. This is illegal and it's unconstitutional. This bill, if it passes the Senate, which please go call your senators, no matter what their political affiliation is, because we need to make sure that they get their crap together. But if this bill passes, it will face countless legal challenges in the courts. Know that. And again, the fact that 4 Democrats voted yes with Republicans on this bill, bye. Primary them. We're going to be flipping some seats on the right, but primary those Democrats who are not protecting our access to vote. Okay? Okay.